stars, it's your girl Kristyn. So if you guys are caught up with my channel, you saw my recent video where I shared with you that I recently sold my Lexus, y'all. It's official. I do not have a car. The car that I have driven and loved for the last couple of years. And I wanted to do a follow-up video because I got a lot of really great questions and some good feedback from that video. And I think that it could be super helpful to just do some follow-up and answer some questions that I received, so that for those of you who had similar questions and maybe you didn't ask them, or for those who I tried to answer in the comment section and I wasn't able to be as detailed as I would have liked to been, obviously on text, this video is going to help out with that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I basically today want to talk about why I sold my car in more detail and how it helps to accelerate my Dave Ramsey financial plan. So most of you guys know I'm doing the Dave Ramsey plan. I've been following the Financial Peace University now since January, February of this year. I have been doing it for the most part. There's some things I have done a little bit different than Dave recommends. As you guys know, before the whole pandemic situation, I was doing a lot of eating out and just still kind of doing some things that I know Dave would say you really shouldn't do. I have been doing the plan and it's been going really well. And as I've gotten deeper and deeper into the Financial Peace University, I have started to change my perspective about a lot of things, as well as the fact that now that everything is going on with this whole global pandemic, the stock market is going crazy right now. And a lot of companies that I've noticed are going through some pains in this time. Not even to mention the fact that 1 in 5 people in the United States, as of today when I'm recording this video, have filed for unemployment, which I can't even imagine the fact that we went to being so well employed in this country to literally being 1/5 of people on unemployment in like weeks. It's just crazy how things have changed in such a quick time. I put a list together because y'all know I can run on really easily, but I wanted to just spike out the true benefits to selling my car, the rationale as to why I did it, and just some additional points that I think are really important. So we're just gonna run through these benefits and these points that I have for you guys. And then again, if you have questions, just comment below and we can talk about it in the comment section. So the first benefit to selling my car is I instantly have reduced my debt load by $25,000. The car at the time when I sold it a couple days ago, my payoff was $24,800 and some change. As I mentioned to you guys, unfortunately that vehicle was underwater, which basically means that my payment has not been moving the car fast enough to keep up with the depreciation of the vehicle. My vehicle unfortunately has a couple things that are writing against it. One of them being I did have a car accident a couple years ago, so that is one ding in terms of the value of the vehicle. And the second thing is, y'all know I do a lot of miles every single day going back and forth to work when we are driving to work, and that has really worn down the value of the car because that vehicle I want to say was at 103,000 miles. So going over that 100,000 mile mark plus that accident, which was a very significant accident, were two things that definitely were not in my favor when it came to the value of that vehicle. So I reduced my debt load by $25K instantly, as well as if you watch my first Dave Ramsey video, we had $400,000 in total debt, which includes that $25K plus the house, which we did also do a refinance on the house a couple weeks ago. So that was another really big plus in our Dave Ramsey financial journey. We got a really great interest rate of 2.99, 15-year mortgage, and we removed our PMI. So we have made a lot of moves in the last few weeks that are positioning us for our best life. And I just felt like that car was baggage that was weighing down this whole process. So that kind of leads me into the next piece. When you do Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University and you go through the baby steps, baby step 2 is when you pay off your debt outside of your mortgage. And when you do that, you use the Snowball process or the Snowball method. And when you do the Snowball method, basically the concept is you have all your debts from smallest to largest. As you pay them off, you take the amount at the top that you were paying for that payment and you apply it to the next one, as well as anything extra you had, and you just snowball down, snowball down, snowball down. So because I've removed this car from the Snowball and not only took off the loan amount off the top, but also the $600 that I was paying for that loan every single month now can be applied to the top of the Snowball, which helps the Snowball go faster. And that is the ultimate goal. I want to be out of debt. When I looked at my whole financial situation, I wanted to see what are the things that I could get rid of, I can get out of. And the house, in my opinion, is not something that is even under consideration. We have a really good situation when it comes to the house, but the car was one where I was like, this just isn't the best situation. So the great thing about this, you guys, is the amount I had to pay the dealership so I could pay up the difference between the value of the vehicle and what I owed. I am able to, with the next payment, to put that money back. Then I will be able to take the amount from the car payment every single month and apply it to my last credit card. And then it's going to snowball my credit card even faster because I have had a goal to be out of consumer debt by the end of this year. It's a super aggressive goal. We'll see if I can make it happen, but this puts me so much closer. And if we can have our consumer debt gone as we go into 2021, it just positions us for the best future, living our best life, as I mentioned earlier. I have some goals that I really want to get after. I want to start doing some investing. I mentioned to you in one of my last videos that I am very eager and anxious to get into the stock market. I've actually been playing around this week, just doing some stuff, you know, a little bit of stuff here and there. I've also been reading books. I've been watching YouTube videos, just learning, trying to get everything in my head so I understand the stock market and how it works, because I feel like with everything going on, I'm kind of missing out on a really great opportunity. When the stock market is down, it's almost like you can think about it as stocks are on sale. And while there's a lot of volatility and there's a lot of risk, I don't want to jump in there as a newbie and get eaten up and spit out. But at the same time, I really, really want to learn. And I think that could be a great opportunity for me and my family. I know how I am about things. I tend to obsess and just really, really focus on something until I master it. I know that this is something that I will be successful at if I put my mind to it. I believe I'm just like that in terms of my belief system. So I am excited and I cannot wait to really get after it. But I feel like my debt hinders me. If I didn't have that debt, I would be able to apply so much into the stock market or into other investments and into other things that are going to position me to, again, living my best life and for my family. And that debt is just a ball and chain, and it makes it where we cannot get to our goals as fast as we want to. I recently joined this group on Facebook. It's like an investing group, and one of the guys showed his Robinhood statement, and y'all, when I tell you, his Robinhood had like $400 and something thousand in it, and that was such a big motivator because while my 401k is doing pretty okay, I wish I had money like that was liquid that I could access if I wanted to. And I just feel like if I can get rid of this debt, it's going to position me to be able to start to build wealth like that. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is, you guys, I don't have a nest egg. I could always access my 401k if I had to and take a loan against that, but I feel like that is the last thing I would want to do. So once I get this debt paid off, I really want to focus on my nest egg. I really want to focus on a nice sum of money that I could have put to the side that is 6 months of income in the event that anything negative happens, so we would be all good. And those are just things that I want to do that I cannot do.
It's upsetting me in my home, girl.
I finally feel like in my life, I'm getting to the point where I literally hate debt. I hate thinking about the fact that I have it. I want to be out from underneath it. And with everything going on, I want to be in a position where I was limited with the amount of income I had coming in every single month. I don't want to have to owe anybody but my mortgage and our utilities. So that's where my mindset is, and that is ultimately why we made the decision to go ahead and get rid of the car. The other benefit is, you guys, we do have 2 cars here. So there were 3 cars in total: Brian's car, Arius's car, and then the one that I just sold. So I still have access to vehicles if I need to. So I'm not in any tremendous rush to get another car. And Brian probably won't be going back to work for a few weeks as well. So I got a little bit of time to figure this thing out and figure out what I want to get next. I do think my next vehicle is going to be something that I can grab, and once I'm done with it and once I feel like I'm ready to get something else, I can just hand it down to Arius, and then we can take his car and sell it, and then hopefully that can help me get into whatever it is I want to get into next. So I love the fact that my options are open. I can get something that I really like here in a few weeks that'll get me by until I'm totally debt free, and then after that, game on. I'm gonna get what I want. I don't know if I'll be able to wait until I can raise all of the capital to be able to purchase outright a vehicle, but I'm gonna follow the Dave Ramsey way. I'm gonna buy something that's like 2 years old. We're gonna put a lot of money down on it, and then I am going to hustle my butt off to get that thing paid off to zero when I don't have any other things to worry about. and I'm going to start putting my money into the stock market and investing there. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. I'm excited. I feel so empowered. I feel really motivated, and I will say, with that burden being removed from me, it just makes it where I have so much more liquid cash to play with and to get after my debt-free journey. So I just have to say, you guys, this video was kind of long, but I had a lot of points I wanted to spike out and mention to you. Hopefully this is helpful. You know, Dave does say live like no one else, so one day you can live like no one else, and I humbly agree with that. I feel like that is the way to go. We often see people on social media who are acquiring things, and I know I do a lot of hauls and I show you guys things that I do purchase, but I do feel like the biggest thing we should be focused on is how to build wealth, how to build wealth that we can give to our kids, and position our families to be comfortable so we don't have fear. We are taken care of, and living below your means is really, I think, the new thing to do. So I just encourage you guys to strongly consider joining me on Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, on his plan, doing the snowball and all that good stuff, you guys, because I'm trying to live like no one else. I'm trying to get back to the point where if I want to drop a couple bands on something, I can do it cash. I don't gotta think about it. It's in my account. It is what it is. If I want to put 5K in the stock market, I can just transfer that money over and feel good about it. That's where I'm trying to get to. And right now, I'm not quite there. And I also want to position myself where if anything happens for the worst, I am positioned. It just really doesn't negatively impact me or my family that much. So with that, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. As you know, you are the real MVP. If you haven't already, drop your star in the comment section so I know you made it, as well as hit the thumbs up button to show me a little support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.